We are just near the Riverside.
Oh, Riverside.
Yeah, near the Nile River. So
when we are just away from the city, the road got unpaved right now, like the way we just passed.
yeah, it's still unpaved road, but they are working on other parts of the roads. Yeah, well, maybe some days they will start working on this one too.
Yeah.
Because their main is to make sure there's good roads in South Sudan.
Yeah.
Come now.
Put them down. So now we're on the bridge. The bridge actually connecting the two banks of the Nile River. This was actually constructed by Japanese government support and known as a symbol of Japanese contribution to South Sudan. Okay, so we just came to one of the neighborhoods, the suburb of the Juba. This area is really vulnerable with natural disaster. Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a lot of flooding.
Can even see
Okay.
cloudy, heavy rainfalls. Yeah, exactly. When it rains, you can even witness it. People are just surviving. Of course, there's no alternative. People are just surviving. Yeah. Sometime when I have, I do go fishing.
And how much can you get on a day?
Depend on how God will bless you.
Like an average.
Yeah, sometime you may get 2 heaps, okay? That 2 heaps, and when you sell at maybe possibly 5,000, then when you get at least.
This is some roads are unpaved. It's quite hard for the car to pass. So just came here to local diner.
You see?
Wow. This is okra?
Oh yeah, you can dip inside. But you we hold it South Sudan basketball courts in Juba. You know, Juba, South Sudan is known of the tall people, and they are the #1 in Africa in terms of basketball.
South Sudan, the world's youngest country. South Sudan became independent from Sudan after a decade of brutal civil war in 2011. For many, it was a moment of hope, a chance to build a new nation from scratch. But just 2 years later, internal power struggles exploded into violence. A deadly civil war between rival leaders devastated the country. Millions were displaced and tens of thousands killed. Since then, South Sudan has faced famine, flooding, poverty, and fragile peace that's constantly at risk. Its country is still fighting to survive. Although a peace deal was signed in 2018 and a unity government formed in 2020, today the country remains trapped between peace and conflict, with outbreaks of violence and deep political mistrust still threatening its fragile future. So what's really happening on the ground today in South Sudan? Let's take a closer look.
People are just surviving. Of course, there's no alternative.
Alright, so where are we heading now?
Yeah, we are heading to the church.
We're heading to church?
See the church, yes. It's one of the oldest church here in South Sudan. Yes.
Historical. Should be historical.
Yes, historical church. Yeah.
Okay.
So you know the people in South Sudan, majority of them are Christian.
Christian.
Yes, are Christians.
Okay.
Yes. So since when South Sudan was one country, was Sudan, so it was Muslim, but now when the people separated, so the big population here is Christian.
Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, because still see some people Muslim and speak Arabic. Right?
Yes, these are the people from Sudan. They come to make do business. Yeah, they do business here.
Okay.
That's why they are from Sudan.
Okay.
Kef, tama? Ini sunis kef. Tak kuat? Aywa. No, he watches my video. Also, I know her.
This is my
Yes.
brother.
Yeah, we stay together.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Meet my friend is from Japan.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
كيف تمام؟
Yeah.
أيوة.
Look how
يلا
friendly
شكرا.
people in
أول
South
جولة
Sudan.
في بور. لا جيب سمكات.
It rules out my anxiety before came here.
You hold your camera very tight before we grab.
Oh, okay.
But you can is Saint Teresa. Yeah, Saint Teresa Catholic Church. Yeah, most of the people here are Catholic, but Christians. Yes, Christians. Yeah. So now they have some party because tomorrow is Sunday.
Okay.
Yes. So
Some event is gonna.
no, yes, tomorrow is Sunday. So many people will come. That's why they have like event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 1959,
Yeah.
that's when the church established.
Yes.
Right.
The church is established
59.
1959.
1959.
Like, I know when you
Before the country gained independence.
before the country gained independence,
Yeah.
because the country gained in 2011.
2011.
Yeah, this church was there since.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you see, that is there is a belt up there.
Okay.
You see,
Yes.
so they will ring, and then people come
Mhm.
to the church.
Okay. Nice.
So we'll enter inside.
All right. We just in front of the University of Juba and met, is he your friend?
It's just a driver, tuk-tuk driver.
You're the driver.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. This is a
juice.
kind of fruit, yeah.
Juice.
Not alcohol.
Juice. Not alcohol.
No alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just try
It
it?
is very sour. You
How's
have it
the
in your
taste?
country?
No, something I never tasted before, but
Never tasted it?
I like it. It's like very fresh.
It's good, eh?
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Good.
Mm.
Shukran.
That is just a tree like, okay, that is the tree. That is there.
Oh, good. You know where we are now?
Yeah, we are just near the riverside.
Oh, Riverside.
Yeah, near the Nile
Okay.
River. So
When we are just away from the city, maybe the road got unpaved, right? Like now, like the way we just passed.
yeah, it's still unpaved road, but they are working on other parts of the roads. Yeah, well, maybe some days they will start working on this one
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Because their main is to make sure there's good roads in South Sudan.
Yeah.
This bus is coming from Uganda. This is the time they are arriving. It's an old bridge. It's 50 years.
New bridge is there.
Huh?
Put them down.
Put them down. Okay. So now we're on the bridge. So we're now crossing the Nile River. The bridge actually connecting the two banks of the Nile River. This was actually constructed by Japanese government support and known as a symbol of Japanese contribution to South Sudan. It was named after a commemoration of the long struggle for liberation that finally brought them freedom.
Construction of Freedom Bridge is aimed at reducing traffic, connecting the east bank to the west bank of the River Nile, as well as improving the country's infrastructure, among others.
Tomorrow is a big day for us in the Ministry of Transport, Roads and Villages, because we are doing a groundbreaking for Freedom Bridge, which is donated by people of Japan.
Some places, because when you see some places they want up, so there are no flooding, but the one down, too much flood.
Okay, so we just came to one of the neighborhood suburb of the Juba, and you living here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
resident of
Oh,
this
you're a
place.
resident. How is everything?
We are good.
Good.
We are.
Okay, this area is very vulnerable with natural disasters. Easily get damaged by the heavy rains and cause of floods, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of
You can
flooding.
even see
Okay.
cloudy, heavy rainfalls. Yeah, exactly. When it rains, you can even witness. People are just surviving. Of course, there's no alternative. People are just surviving.
Do you currently have any work?
No,
No,
we are just surviving.
just surviving.
Yes.
How do you manage to survive?
Sometime when I have, I do go fishing. If there's fish,
Okay.
one can do.
Okay.
When you get something, you may have something to eat, and a little bit, part of it you just take to the market, you sell it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That's
how
we survive.
much can you get
Okay.
on a day?
Depend on how God will bless
Yes,
you.
like an average.
Yeah, sometime you may get 2 heaps, okay?
Mhm.
That 2 heaps, and when you sell at maybe
Okay.
possibly 5,000,
Okay.
then when you get at least 2 heaps, it means that 5,000 you can sell, then you make extra.
Okay,
Something
okay,
like-
okay.
Yeah, at least, of course, depend on what God will bless you.
Okay. Do you have any things that you like government to do to improve the situation?
Yeah, the situation is only if there could be payment. Like me, I'm a teacher.
Are you
I've been a teacher just because of no payment. We are just living. I've been a teacher, but currently I cannot continue teaching when there's no salary. That's why I survive sometime in the
Okay.
Nile, because we are near
Okay.
to the Nile. That's why I go fishing.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
The Nile is that side.
Just this side.
Yes,
Nearby,
there.
yes. That's why
Okay.
I've abandoned that work exactly.
Okay. So sometimes you go there to fish
Yes,
to
yes,
get
yes.
some money.
Yeah, we are fishing.
Okay.
Went during dry season, because the people can lay bricks.
okay.
You can lay bricks.
Uh-huh.
This market for it. They
Okay.
just buy.
Okay.
Then you will earn with your living.
Okay.
And even those young ones, dry season they just go
Okay.
and carry. Yeah, then they are pay something.
Okay,
Then
okay.
that is how
Okay.
people are living.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you see me Chinese or Japanese?
No, I don't know actually. I don't know.
Okay.
Because the color there we cannot identify. I'm seeing you as a South Sudanese because here we don't see colors. You see everybody is just yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm not Japanese.
It's okay.
Okay.
What we call okayo.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. What do you know about Japan? I know Japan is
Japanese Unimis.
country with.
I once worked with I once worked for Unimis. They were those battalions during the peacekeeping
Unimis,
force.
United
Unimis,
Mission
yes.
in South
Yeah,
Sudan.
I was in the security section.
Okay.
Unimis, I saw them. We worked with them for several times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your impression of the Japanese?
No, their contribution mostly, after when the signing of the peace agreement, they were the people who brought peace. And currently, what they call JICA, they have really did a lot in our country. Like now, when you see this water, I heard that being connected by the Japanese government, and we are really very happy.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of bridges.
Lots of
yes,
bridges,
yes.
like the one we just passed.
Yes,
Freedom
yes.
Bridge.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
شكرا.
Okay.
شكرا جزيلا.
Ohio.
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 You know Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
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 They greet you.
Okay.
They are from school.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. You guys.
Speak English.
You guys go to school? No? You guys are trying. Okay.
They
Good.
come from Harvard.
مرحبا.
Eritrea. You know Eritrea?
This is Japanese.
Japanese. Home in Japan.
أنا أتكلم عربية.
Yeah, wow.
Some roads are unpaved, very hard for the car to pass.
Surely the government will do. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they are now constructing roads connecting the city to the states. Kickboxing finish? Kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have kickboxing here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is kickboxing one of the popular sports here in South Sudan?
It's not popular.
It's not popular.
Football and basketball is popular.
Okay.
Football. Put the camera down.
So we just came here to a local diner. Well, we're gonna have a lunch.
Traditional food.
Traditional food.
Yeah, pepper food.
Okay.
And then beans. Ganjaro beans.
They're gonna bring me. I'm so excited.
You see?
Wow. So is this the most traditional food here in South Sudan?
Traditional food.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of this food?
Amaranthus.
Okay.
It's amaranthus mix. And then this is regular. Niter. Yes. And then we have also this with okra.
With the dry
meat.
What is this?
And then this is fried meat. Yeah. And then this is the pepper food.
Pepper food.
Yes, you see like this? Pepper
Wow.
food. And this is how you eat. You put like this, and then you dip inside, like this, and you eat. Try.
In Japan, we say itadakimasu before eating something.
Okay.
This is our greeting.
Okay.
So like a bon appetit. Bon appetit in French.
Can I read the volume of the radio? Okay.
So you like it? And this is okra?
Oh yeah, you can dip inside, but you you hold it very nice.
Oh. Something similar I tasted in Sudan, the northern part.
Sudan, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
Good.
It's good, eh? Wow.
I like it.
You're filming inside, eh?
Just came to the basketball court.
South Sudan basketball courts
Okay.
in Juba.
Uh-huh.
You know, Juba, South Sudan is known of the tall people,
Tallest
and
people.
they are the number one in Africa.
Okay.
In terms of basketball.
In terms of basketball,
Yeah, so they score a lot.
South Sudan is one of the strongest countries.
They play with USA.
Embiid and Gabriel comes in with just about the most NBA experience among the current active players for South Sudan. And the tap won by the United States, and off we go in the fourth exhibition contest.
Japanese. Japanese. Anna fi Japan. Japan. Shukran.
Japanese.
Basketball team. His photo is that side.
The guys.
Yeah, that
The guys.
is the founder. It's the founder.
The founders of this sport.
You can see.
Wow. How old?
Girl, send attack come. 18 years.
18 years old. Yeah, South Sudan has a very rich in oil, right?
Yeah.
Very rich in
But
oil.
the refinery is in the Chinese people are the one refining. Mosquito? Yeah. We don't refine it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have the oil.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think the price is same with Japan.
In Japan is the price the same the price.
Little bit higher now.
In Japan is higher.
Little bit, yes. But
Okay.
it's
Here
almost
is around $1 per liter.
$1 per liter.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Eh?
Yeah. Same
But
oil.
Japan is oil country.
No.
Ah.
Not too much. Oh.
But this one they are arranging the tuk-tuks. Yeah, nobody to stop here because it will bring jam traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So they are arranging the way because it's a roundabout.
Okay.
So if they stop there, it brings a lot of traffic.
It should be saturated.
Yes.
I see the traffic is as crazy as the one in Haiti. Even during weekends, roads are so congested with tons of cars and tuk-tuk and motorcycles. We just came to the place where we can see the Nile River,
It's the biggest.
the longest river in the world.
It starts from Uganda. The
Okay.
source is in Uganda, in Jinja. And then it flows to South Sudan, and then to Sudan,
Okay.
Egypt. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's very like this time now. You see the water level is up,
Okay.
which means because of too much rain and it's up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost full. Up, you see the river, right?
Yeah.
Play.